The appreciative inquiry framework is really not a framework. It's something that we can use in our everyday practice with our friends, with our family, with our patients and with each other. It creates a culture that builds relationships, we create together and we improve what we're doing every day for the benefit of our patients, our staff and family and carers. I'm an extremely positive person. I engage a lot with people, but I am learning new things every day in regards to utilising the tools that we've been given, but you embed it in your day-to-day practice and when you're working and even outside having fun with people. We make assumptions that people want or need these things without checking in with them and actually understanding what it does mean for them. And the stories and the extra things that come out of it are things you would never know or never ever know about that person. And I just encourage people to really give it a go, and we can learn something new every day. And this is simple. It doesn't cost anything. You can change your practice within an instant and you can transform people's lives around you. And that's what health's about, transforming lives, being there when people need us the most. And, you know, just give it a go, use it. I believe it will have a major impact on our culture and how we can take health to a new level. So I've picked the pause button card because with the appreciative inquiry framework, it gives us a real opportunity to press the pause button and really reflect and look at what we're doing together and as an organisation. Are we asking the right questions? Are we supportive of each other? Is there opportunity for us to change the language and to look at how we communicate with our patients, with each other, and with even external people that we come in contact with every day? This is our blue ocean. It's an opportunity for this district to make a real difference in our health system and improve our patient outcomes, our relationships with each other and our culture. And if it's something you can't touch and feel, but working in the industry for 40 years, I believe that this concept and this framework will take us into an area that we've never been before.
We work together on the Aspire to Lead programme, which is locally developed, locally run in Dumfries and Galloway, and we've run this programme for about this will be 5th year of running it. And the purpose of the programme originally was to prepare nurses and midwives for future roles. Promoted roles, we realised that we had a number of people who had the potential to be leaders of the future but weren't ready, didn't have the skills, didn't have the experience, and that was the purpose originally of bringing Aspire together. As it's developed, what it's allowed us to do is open up that application process to allied health professionals, social workers and even a doctor, which was a fantastic thing to have. And that has made, I think, the programme even richer, because even though our core function, our core purpose is still about preparing leaders of the future, we're not just about preparing nurse leaders and midwife leaders of the future. Probably the thing that surprised me the most was the fact that the language, the caring conversations language in particular, leaks out of Aspire to Lead into people's workplaces, and the aspiring leaders, as we call them, that language just becomes part of them, but it also becomes part of other people who are only exposed to it through those aspiring leaders, and I think that's fantastic. I think what I've valued working with Belinda and with Fiona as well is how they have worked with us, with their local facilitators and with me, and how responsive they are when it comes to our questions, which are sometimes maybe a bit left field. I imagine if everybody worked like this. Everybody spoke the same way, and everybody role modelled this way. Imagine what that would be like.
Hi, my name is Dr. Genevieve Thompson from the College of Nursing at the University of Manitoba over in Canada. I had the privilege of working with both Dr. Julian Meyer and Belinda Dewar, along with their fantastic team of people this past April. I went over to the UK thinking that I would learn really about a research program, but what I walked away with from there was an understanding that life programming and the tools of appreciative inquiry and the caring conversations are transformational. That the life programs are much more than just a research program or specific projects, but really are a way of being in the world. So I am really excited about embarking on new adventures around bringing life programs to my home city and province. And I imagine and vision a Canada where all residents of nursing homes, their family members, and staff who work there will benefit from this great program called Life.
I'm so happy that we've met Belinda Dewar and her team, as we've learned a lot from the My Home Life program. Appreciative inquiry is such a powerful approach in improving clinical practice and scientific research.
My word of the moment would be celebrate. I want us to celebrate My Home Life, a collaborative initiative that gave birth to the Life programmes. My Home Life started as a small project involving several universities to pull together the evidence for best practice in care homes, based on what we know older people want and what works. And it's now seen as a social movement for quality improvement that has spread across the UK and internationally into Australia and Germany. I have really valued collaborating nationally and internationally with colleagues to take this vision forward by co-creating practice development resources and learning programmes to help make this happen. By working together collaboratively and not in competition, we've avoided unnecessary replication and duplication, and we've gained from cross-fertilising ideas and sharing our learning and experience. I also like the way that we actually respect the expertise of those in practice. I think too often researchers focus on scientific knowledge, and we need to balance this more with the learning from everyday practice. Imagine if these helpful ways of working were adopted across whole systems, if everyone had a shared vision and learnt to be more relational and more appreciative from board to bedside. Instead of working in silos, we could learn to work with each other for the greater good of those we serve. It's not rocket science. It makes common sense.
Something that has surprised me is I think our capacity to look at things differently and try new things, take some risks, but engage in a way that is really generous and for a really good outcome, I think. Yeah. I have valued the input of other people. I've valued the commitment that is shown. But most of all, I've valued the courage that people have shown to think about things differently and try new things. The key outcome has been people's willingness to re-engage with the things that are important to them. And by trying new approaches and different ways of communicating, they've been able to do that. And I think they've been surprised about their ability to open up their world and to actually really embrace the things that patients and their colleagues are telling them. Imagine if everybody was using this approach to things, and so we could really truly re-engage with, as I said, what's important to us and that compassionate, person-centred care that we all strive for.
Imagine if care homes were places where you wanted your family member to be. Imagine if care homes were places where you recognised that there was tremendous high quality, human rights based and dignified care and support. Imagine if care homes weren't the butt of humour and we didn't use language like locked up or escape from. Imagine care homes with life at its heart. That's the world of care homes that My Home Life and Life as a programme will continue to work towards. It's not an impossible dream. It's happening in so many places across Scotland. Imagination is possible, and I'm delighted to work with colleagues in the University of the West of Scotland and all other places to ensure that that imagination becomes real.